This episode is brought to you by Echo Spirits. Make sure you go down and check out some of their award-winning bottles. Drink local.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
And we're back. Episode 43, another hot cast.
Cheers.
Cheers. Twofer.
Yep.
I really got to get back to doing the applause.
I do like that stuff. So,
Yeah,
43, week after Thanksgiving.
Are we doing your cocktail that you got?
Which one?
The spiced rum one.
No, so you're talking about the old-fashioned one with the ginger simple
the one
syrup.
that we tried.
So we're going to do that with their bourbon instead of the spiced rum. But if you guys want a little, extra, you can do it with the spiced rum too. Sub it out. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we got our...
Because this already has like a lot of the spiced flavors to it. The ginger just kind of like elevates it a little bit more.
Yeah, it was a great Christmas drink, which is coming up.
Yep.
We just barely survived Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, the first of the month is always stressful for us.
Yeah.
So we've talked about it before, but you go into the beginning of the month, first, second, third, and you're like, we got, $20,000 in the bank. We'll be all right. Mm. You look 2 days later and you're like, we have $354. Especially after last week because all kinds of shit happened.
Yeah. So last week, quick recap. Tuesday, one of our owners, I won't say who, but it wasn't you, left online ordering off, and somehow we made it through the entire day without realizing we hadn't done a single online order. So we're like, man, this is the worst day we've ever had.
Crazy.
This is just a horrible day. And yeah, it turns out online ordering wasn't on. So Tuesday sucked because no one in the city could get their food. Yep. Wednesday,
Wednesday, you texted me that, right?
Yeah. So this is the reason I noticed that, because Wednesday we had like 2 customers come in and then the power goes out in half the restaurant. So we lost power. Essentially half the building lost power. Most of the restaurant had lights on and everything was fine.
Yeah.
All the coolers and freezers were fine, but we didn't have a hood. So we couldn't cook in the kitchen without the hood, without getting a ton of complaints from everybody who lives above us and smoking out the guys in the kitchen. So we shut down for probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
Almost the entire lunch. And then as soon as the power goes out, I hop on my phone. I'm like, all right, got to shut off online ordering. And I was like, it's already off. It's crazy. And then a light bulb moment, I was like, oh no. I turned it off Sunday night. And I checked Tuesday. I was like, we did not do a single online order. It was off the whole time.
Oh, well.
As any good leader, I blame someone else.
Absolutely.
I have not found anyone to blame yet for that, but I'm still looking.
I mean,
jury's out on whose fault that is.
Even then, online orders are on. We still make so little money off of our online orders. It's like, yeah, you did $1,000 in sales. Cool. We collected like $100 from that after the fucking cost of goods, the labor, and the cut that they take. It's like, all right, you made 10 cents for every dollar. It's
and
like,
honestly, after like the cost of utilities to make that $1,000 worth of food, we probably lose money.
It's like, this is great, but it's
all the extra water you're running for cleaning $1,000 of extra dishes.
But it feels good at the end of the week. You're like, we did an extra $10,000 in sales from online orders. Like, we did a good week. It makes you feel good, but it's like, all that effort was for pennies.
Yeah, it's something though.
Eventually getting to the point where we don't have to do that stuff, or it's a perk and we can bring it in-house and not have to rely on the third parties. That would be awesome. We're so far away from that, but we'll get there.
Someday.
Yeah.
So Wednesday was essentially a half day because we had no power, which is awesome. Sitting in the front of the restaurant with all the lights and everything was working except for the TVs, and everyone's coming in for lunch, and you're like, yeah, we don't have power, and they're like,
why didn't you turn the lights off?
Yeah, we should. We still
next time we got to do that.
No, I just told them like, yeah, it's all the back half of the restaurant, so
yeah,
no power. But which was interesting because nobody We lost power last year probably 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And one of the benefits of
we lost a whole day.
1800s. Yeah, whole Saturday.
Yeah.
Like one of our better days, we sat there in the dark. But yeah, one of the benefits of the 1800s buildings and structural integrity down here, the wind blows, or I feel like half the times it's cars hitting poles.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Poles rather than buildings, I always say.
Yeah.
We have a real problem in Columbus about that, but
I will say we have not been hit by a car yet. So we're one of the few restaurants I think we're buildings
pretty
in the
bulletproof
city
against that.
Yeah. Now that Front Street's open, the front of our building might get hit, but not our section.
Yeah. Benefactor group or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
That would be crazy.
That would
the
be
road's open. We're so happy. Of course it happens.
Yeah. No, I mean, last week, considering Thanksgiving, our sales were probably, we haven't hit those numbers since January?
Yes. About January, February, maybe.
Almost a year ago. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously a whole day was gone. But even if we hit that day, it would still been like 8 months ago since we hit those numbers.
Yeah, it was
and that feels
real slow. But
it's kind of nice.
Another reason
come so far.
Yeah, and another reason why we're like extra slow around the holidays, if you haven't been to our restaurant, it's all corporate offices.
Yeah.
So like our weekday lunches are driven off corporate lunch and everybody walks down from work. But like holiday weeks, people take long weeks.
Yeah.
You know, it's always Thursday, Friday are off. You know, we were closed Thursday, but Friday lunch.
Or if you get 4 inches of snow, no one goes to the office and you're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Bad lunch, whatever.
Yeah. So we heavily rely, the word I'm looking for there, we heavily rely on our corporate lunches. I mean, for the weekday, because there's just no traffic down here.
Yeah.
Other than office workers. So
I mean, that 2.5 hour period is like half of the day's sales generally.
Yeah.
So like if that's blunted, like, yeah, it's not going to be a great day.
Shit day.
Yeah.
But the week before that, we did hit a record week.
Yeah.
Another record week.
Road opened up, another record week. Still in the right direction. December is going to be, we'll see. Black box, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be parts where it's slower, but whatever.
And it's one of the things, like with every month, you gain a little bit of intel on like how the business is doing.
Yeah.
But every like year as a whole, you gain a ton of intel. However, our first year, we started from nothing. So, you know, if we did $20 more going into the next month, we're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But now, you know, looking at those numbers were so small now, nowhere near where we needed to be. You can't really use like last November, last December as any sort of like accurate data point.
Yeah.
You know, as what this winter's going to look like, but stay tuned.
Yeah. I mean, now that the road's opened up, it's like, it's a different restaurant at this point.
Yeah. Brand new.
Kind of like the way it goes. So like what we know now, we're not going to know trends until another 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think even 2 years from now, the whole place is going to look different. Like we're in a spot where it's like every year is going to be completely new, completely learning the game again.
Yeah.
Predicting, like we'll be able to predict like very broad trends, but week to week, I don't think we're going to get there yet.
Right. And I feel like if you open up in like Bridge Park,
yeah,
what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And after your first year, Bridge Park's still growing. They'll add more in there. But I can't imagine they see an influx in Bridge Park year to year like we're going to see down here.
Yeah.
Because like we're essentially, the brewery district eventually I think will be similar to Bridge Park, you know, where it's happening. But that
not
could be
until we take over the whole brewery district, though, which is the plan if no one knew that. Mm-hmm. You don't get on a yacht without being kingpins of a spot.
Which I think we did bring that up in an earlier episode, how we wanted statues.
Did we?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I remember weird things. I don't remember anything useful, but I'm pretty sure there was an episode.
Is that when we were in your basement?
It might have been.
Bro, we've already had a pretty good glow up with just the podcast.
Yeah. It's getting there.
Yeah.
Some guy commented, what did he say, on one of our Reels. It was on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or
Good.
Shorts. Yeah. He said, "What a very interesting take," or something like that.
Hell yeah.
It was definitely sarcasm.
God damn it.
It was like, wow, what a really interesting conversation.
Bro, they hate us.
It's the internet.
Yeah, I know.
But what they don't know, every time you comment, our stuff is going to get pushed a little bit more.
I don't think people realize how fucking hard it is to fucking do this.
Talk?
No, to start a restaurant and then a podcast.
Honestly,
when you're
just as
failing
hard.
90% of the time. It's like, geez.
Yeah, it's a slow grind for sure.
Yeah. Slow grind.
Like-
You have to have like complete and utter faith in what you're doing. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you have so many contraindicating like things that are happening. You're like, maybe you shouldn't do this. Maybe you shouldn't do this. You're like, no, we should be doing this.
Yeah, but I feel like for us, I mean, we've been on a good trajectory since we started.
Yeah.
Things are like slowly improving. And then you match that with Google reviews.
Yep.
Like, what are the people saying? People are liking it. They're still giving us great reviews. And then also they're coming in. We get new customers all the time that are like, wow, I never knew this place existed.
Or just wearing your stuff out and you're like, oh shit, you like Smash Buddies?
Mm-hmm. I have not seen a Yacht Shot Club hat in public yet.
I've seen a few Smash Buddies shirts. It was your neighbor when I was at Costco, but still,
Oh, yeah.
it was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's something. It's a start.
Yeah. No, it's getting there. I think soon the Blue Jackets games are going to just be full of Blue Jacket hats.
Soon.
Well, not Blue Jacket hats, but, Yacht Shot hats.
Yeah. Speaking of Yacht Shots, we're working on an exclusive club, which the Yacht Shot Club is already very exclusive.
Yeah.
Take the shot, get the hat, you're in the club.
Yep. $10 too.
However,
It's not free.
yeah, not free. You got to pay to play, man. We're working
You got to
on,
pay to keep the lights on.
we're working on some sort of a exclusive club to the club.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be a text group or Discord or some sort of Instagram message board, threads, I think they call it. I don't really know. We're working on something to where we can communicate to everybody in the Yacht Shot Club, which there's probably around 300 now.
Honestly. At least 250. I haven't looked at our numbers
we got
last
to
month.
getting close to 300.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
It's been a lot.
Well, there's probably some overlap, but
Yeah, that's true.
still.
A lot of club members.
Yeah.
But we want to do exclusive nights, which we've talked about before, Yacht Shot Club nights or daily deals that you wear your hat in, you get a deal.
Well, the whole idea is like what we were talking about earlier. It's like when we run deals and advertise them, we're not reaching new customers 90% of the time.
Right.
It's like they come in and it's like, oh yeah, we're running a special and they're sweet. I was going to come here anyways. But like, it's all for our regulars. Like our regulars knows our deals. They regulars know this and that. And so it's like finding a way to actually like harness that and actually rewarding the people who, come in regular.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who keep everything on, who support you. So I think this might be a better way to do it.
Someday, I envision a bar full of people wearing our hats.
Yeah.
It's going to be a proud moment.
And then not our bar, someone else's bar. But it's just so popular that they got our hats on.
It could happen.
Yeah.
There might be a cease and desist before or after then.
Oh, at some
We'll see.
point.
We're getting edgy with these things.
Yeah,
What's in that? You want to do a Christmas one?
I do very badly with a wreath and a candy cane. Oh, and an aggressive gingerbread man.
Have you ever seen the Christmas movie Violent Nights?
I've heard of it. Never seen it.
It's like, imagine
That's with
people
David
are.
Harbour?
Is that the Stranger Things
Yeah,
guy?
Stranger Things guy, Marvel guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Santa Claus. And it's like people say Die Hard is a Christmas movie, which I agree with. It's definitely a Christmas movie. But it's kind of like an actual Christmas movie with like Die Hard or John Wick, style.
Yeah.
But
Is he actually Santa?
Yes.
Okay.
He's just alcoholic Santa.
Hell yeah.
and then a house is getting robbed, and he just fucks everything up and kills everybody, and it's extremely violent. It by far my favorite Christmas movie. It's actually a great movie. If you haven't watched it, Violent Nights. Christmas is coming. Watch it. We should show it in the bar.
We should. Christmas movies? Violent Christmas movies? Die Hard, Bad Santa, the one with The Rock that I didn't see. Red Santa? Code Red Santa or something? Last year?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Whatever. That would be cool. I mean, we've already kind of like got this theme going. Are we going to decorate the bar Christmassy at all? It was a lot of work, and I think we barely made our money like back from that.
Yeah, but we have it all for next year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A lot of what we do, we just make the money that we spend to do it.
We do things with good intention.
Yeah. But that's what you got to do. You got to throw a bunch of things and try to figure out, hopefully something catches. I don't think we could just not do anything and hope money.
I feel like Christmas you can do pretty cheap, though. Christmas lights and garland.
Well, we already got a specialty cocktail designed specifically for the season, which is our peppermint eggnog espresso martini, which if you haven't had, it's fantastic. You probably haven't because I just made it, so stay tuned on that. It's fantastic.
I've never been an espresso martini guy, but you're kind of...
Me neither.
You're starting
I'm
to
like...
win me over.
I don't love them, but they're starting to get pretty decent.
Yeah, they're not
I like
bad.
what you can do with them. But we're going to be dropping our new cocktail menu videos on how to make all of our cocktails at home soon.
Yeah.
So
I'll put all the pictures on here. We'll go down the list.
yeah.
The spicy margarita.
Spicy margarita. The back alley breeze, which is very similar to what we had, but a little bit different.
Yep. Coulter's Cove.
Ooh, classic. The ginger old fashioned.
Espresso martini.
Yeah. Which you can have
With regular or
the seasonal variant.
Seasonal.
So we're going to do different ones all the time. And then last but not least, the Echo Sazerac,
Yeah.
which is also good.
The reels.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, just 6.
Yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yacht Shot remains.
Of the
Buddy
6.
Shot remains.
What's your favorite?
Spicy margarita.
I agree.
I
hate margaritas. I've never really been a big margarita guy.
That out.
Okay, I don't hate them. Sorry, that was a little extreme, but they're not a tequila guy. They're just not my jam. But that one is surprisingly good.
Yeah, it's a jalapeno simple syrup.
Yep.
Fantastic. A little spicy, but not too spicy.
Yeah, just enough. You can really taste the peppers.
Yeah, it's a mild spice. No, flavor-wise,
That's crazy.
that one by far.
Unfortunately, that is not an Echo Spirits, but apparently tequila is a very hard thing to call tequila because it has to be with specific agave. It has to be kind of like bourbon. It has to be specific under these very tight parameters.
Yeah.
And you can't do that in Ohio. So we had to go with a different tequila.
Only in Mexico.
But I will say all of the other ones are very good. Like our espresso martini, the peppermint one is fantastic. The old fashioned is really good. Good seasonal one. Like the Coulter's Cove, and the Coulter's Cove is actually really good with the spice rum, the pineapple rum.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So you can't go wrong with any of them. We keep them simple. Like we're not mixologists.
Yeah, these are drinkers' drinks.
Yeah, we're professional drinkers. So like these are the things you can slam and have a good time with. Nothing too pretentious.
That's what the people want, though.
Yeah, we're not a. It's just not our style to go anything fancy. But that'll be exciting. We'll have those videos posted leading into next week.
Yeah, we did a full-blown production.
Yeah.
Which we're dabbling into.
Which the comments, I did my best.
Yeah. We're not great at anything, but we try.
Yeah.
Give us that.
Give us more time and we'll get better at it. But
I think we said that about this podcast, and look at us.
We're way better at our podcast now.
I think so.
It's so much more natural.
Feels like it.
Yeah. Our numbers might not be there, but our subscribers keep going up.
Some of our first ones, it was like 3 retakes just to get through the intro.
And some of them were unhinged.
Yeah.
But we'd have to down like a bottle of Jameson to just even do it.
Be able to talk
Yeah.
and look at a camera.
Yeah. Now We only need like a quarter bottle of Echo Spirits.
Yeah, I think we got to do a Patreon for the postcast episodes. Unhinged.
The back alley.
Yeah. If anyone's still listening at this point, after we stop recording, that's when the deep conversations happen.
Ones that we can't publish because I think we would be in hot water.
Scorched earth.
Yeah. We try not to complain and do other stuff on this because no one wants to hear that.
Or it's business related.
It is business. Yeah,
You know?
a lot of it is. The precast on this one was pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to talk a little bit about what we're planning with the bar?
Yes.
Because now that we finally, everything has led us to this point, getting the kitchen to a point where we're not constantly having to be in there, having to micromanage people and do all that. We finally have that in a good spot where we have a good team with leaders who can kind of like, you know, keep everything running.
Mm-hmm.
The next step was figuring out the bar and the front of house. And I think we're finally at a spot where we have put the people who need to be in the positions that they need to be so that we can kind of not have to constantly have our attention there. So I think both elements of our restaurant are finally at a point where we can kind of take a step back and look at the big picture, which is right now, how do we get our bar
to be a bar,
not be a liability, essentially, because
Right.
than 5% of our sales right now is going to liquor. We need that to be closer to like 20 or 30.
Yeah. And since we opened the bar, or we took over the bar right as we were finally hitting a good point with the burger sales. Burger sales are still going up and up and up. Our burger name's still growing. But in the time we've owned the bar, it's been a transitional phase for both of us the entire time. Not only with like in-house, like in-restaurant stuff with employees and figuring all that out, but also you having a kid, me moving out to West Jefferson, it's like selling the house and all that other fun outside of work stuff that we've been dealing with. So it's like we're finally at a point now, the restaurant's doing good. Like employees are killing it. We got a really good like core group of guys, and now it's like we want to take all of our focus and focus in and dial in the bar and kind of establish who we are and what we want the bar to be. And I think the general consensus is we're going to do what we want.
Yeah.
Do it our way.
Do it our way.
Do it our way.
Well, it's like when you don't know, there's a bear quote that I saw on Instagram that I hate to repeat, but essentially like when you don't know what you're doing, you're bulletproof. Cause you're like nothing can hurt you. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just fucking doing shit. And if it makes sense, it makes sense. Like once you know how things are supposed to be done, I think you're very clear in parameters. Like you can't go left or right. You can't think outside of the box.
Yeah.
And so we're in a unique spot where we don't know the industry, and it's kind of like, what do we want to fucking do?
Yeah. And we talked to Joe 2 episodes ago. Yeah. And he was saying like, get out of the mindset of like you are your ideal customer. And I don't think we have that mindset at all. Like looking at the bar, because I'm not trying to make it a bar that I would want to go to. And because it'd be very different.
Yeah.
I like dive bars with nobody in them.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
So
like
our bar is what you would like to go to.
Yeah, currently we're not trying to make it that.
Yeah.
No, it's too nice, honestly. Yeah. It's not my style.
No pool tables, no ping pong
I'm
tables.
Like, my style is a bar that's in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It's like one bartender that knows you by name.
Yeah.
You know, and very low key, holes in the floor, sheetrock's falling off.
Rats.
Just a bar that's been around for 300 years. Yeah. You know, all the locals go in there. That's my vibe. But that's not what we're trying to build. That's not the vibe I don't think this area wants or needs. But I think we do a good job at like giving the people what they want, which is kind of what we've always said, but kind of with our spin on it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think a big part of what we do is like counterculture-ish. It's like the more I learn about like businesses in Columbus and like other ways things are done, it's like you see all like we talked about it, I think with Jason, like private equity coming in and like just a bunch of people with a bunch of money who have no ties to the community dictating how these restaurants are supposed to operate,
right,
without any understanding of the area and the neighborhood that they're in. We're pretty much trying to take that and do the opposite of that. It's like,
right,
what does the neighborhood, what does the community want? Like, how do we build like a local thing that people want to go to? Not because, I don't know.
Yeah. And like what we've been talking about the whole time, the whole rising tides thing.
Yeah.
Like I always say, rising tides sinks all ships. It's the opposite. But like as we grow, we want our business to grow so that way our employees can grow within. And like we want, if our business is growing, why can't we build it into a place where like
the neighborhood can grow? Like other small businesses can utilize our growing business to help their growing businesses grow, you know? And I think that's like the culture we're kind of leaning more towards, of like self-growth and self-growth, like-minded people. Yeah.
You know, and reaching out to those people. And if enough people get together and form something, it's unstoppable.
Yeah. And I mean, everything's pitted against like the small business owners too.
Right.
Like who's lobbying all these like laws to raise wages and all this other stuff? It's because of these big corporations who can, you know. So here's a little background story. Like why Starbucks. This is a classic business model for Starbucks. So like Starbucks started out as a small coffee shop. They got bigger, expanded. So they got to a point where they're like, all right, we want to take over the nation. Like we want a Starbucks on every corner. Like we want this to be the coffee shop. How do we do it? So they're making a ton of money on coffee. So what they did essentially is they found different neighborhoods and found where there were other coffee shops and put 2 Starbucks basically in every neighborhood that had other coffee shops. Why did they do that? They knew they were going to lose money. They could afford it because they're already making a ton of money.
Right.
So like small businesses can't afford to lose money for more than a few months. Otherwise they go out of business. Like they don't have reserves of cash. They don't have things that they can borrow against, assets they can borrow against. Starbucks did. So they flooded the market with Starbucks basically to choke out all of the competition. Mm-hmm. It's like you dilute the market. These companies who relied on more business, they're now going to different Starbuckses. They went out of business. So what happened? Those businesses that were like local went out of business. Starbucks was like, all right, now we're going to cut down half of our shops. They like basically were, all right, now we're closing half of our shops. Now we have half of the shops. What are we going to do? We're going to raise our prices. And now we're going to make back all of the profit that we did. And now we have a stranglehold on that community because everyone's going to Starbucks.
Right.
So that's what private equity can do. That's what big business and corporations can do because they already have access to all capital that you could ever imagine. And so like small businesses, what they don't realize is that's what they're up against. They're against these people who are trying to basically choke you out so that they can come in, lose a little bit of money. But once you're gone, prices are going to go up. It's like, yeah, they artificially lower prices for a bit. And it's like, oh, they can do this. But they're still only after a profit. They're still only after a bottom line. They don't care about the community. They don't care about anything else. So like figuring out how small businesses can fight against that is tough.
Yeah.
And it's, I think, like you said, it's like coming together and like creating things that people want to do. That's not just like this cookie cutter thing.
Right. But it's like authentic.
Yes.
You know, unique and authentic. But I've said it before, like if you look at any small business compared to like McDonald's has been around forever.
Yep.
Everyone, I think they're one of like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Nike, I think are like the top 3 recognizable brands in the world.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. Don't fact check me, but I'm pretty sure those 3 are like the top.
Maybe Apple would be up there.
Maybe Apple. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like McDonald's, whatever the 3 I said.
Coca-Cola.
What's the other one?
Nike.
Yeah, Nike's popular. Anyways, those 3 are like the most recognizable brands ever. But how often do you turn on your TV and see an ad from those 3? Like if you're the most recognizable brand in the entire world, you wouldn't think you'd have to spend money on marketing, right? But they are the ones that spend the most, and they're like flooding the market. Yeah. You drive down the highway and it's like billboard of McDonald's and everything else,
It's because they can artificially raise the price. Like, if they're bidding on all these abilities to market, well, guess what? Now these small businesses who would use those opportunities, they can't afford it. Yeah. You can't afford to market. You can't afford to advertise because everyone else is spending so much more money because they can.
Right.
It's crazy.
And it's absolutely like flooding the market. And anytime you drive anywhere, you scroll anywhere, you're going to see an ad for something. It's one of these big major corporations. So it's like that much more important for small businesses to like push marketing, which we haven't been doing a great job at, but push the actual marketing and get your name in front of people, because people are constantly spammed with all the corporate stuff that they forget.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget, but
which I don't want people to get confused. Like, I'm not complaining about this stuff. It's just, this is the reality.
It's a battle.
Yeah. It's like, it's hard to be a small business, like, but I'm still going to do it. I'm not going to you just have to figure out unique solutions to the problems.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're not willing to do that and you want to just complain, then probably don't start a business, because you're going to fucking, it sucks.
Then you also look at like Starbucks. You have the ability from home to order your coffee for what time you want to pick it up. Yeah. And you can park and just walk in and grab it. And like endless capital, they can build out all the programming and the apps to do all this stuff. Whereas like if you went to, even if you're super loyal, because like time is money, if you're super loyal to your local neighborhood coffee shop, but you pull in and there's a line of 15 cars every day.
You're going to go somewhere else.
And you're like, man, I can just order, it's a couple dollars more, but I can order it on my app.
Yeah.
And have it ready when I get there, and I don't have to leave as early to get coffee. It's like they make it really easy to get away from any small business or local drive, but
which is why I think you have to lean into like human capital and human interactions, because that's basically what they're all lacking. Is like, you go into McDonald's, they have kiosks now that you can order at.
Yeah.
They have
there's nobody even standing
There's
behind.
there's no customer service. There's no service oriented. It's like when you have good food and a good product and a consistent product, especially for a small business, the most important thing is service.
Yeah.
Customer service. You're a small business and all you're focusing is on your product and none of your service, you're going to get choked out by the competition, because that's what McDonald's does, and that's what they do better than you for cheaper. Like the human interaction, like making people feel good about coming into your restaurant, that's the most important thing. Like, if you can't do that, I think if you're not focusing on that or trying to do that, I think you're going to like have some issues. Yeah. Don't try to beat McDonald's at what they do. Do something different, like things that people like want. And I think people are craving for that stuff, because now that everyone's like on their phones and like everything's so impersonal now, people crave for those human interactions.
Yeah. I mean, I remember growing up, like every kid wanted their birthday at McDonald's. They had the massive play set.
Oh yeah.
And it was like everyone's birthday was at a McDonald's, which is great marketing. Put a playground inside the restaurant, and I remember several times a year, someone would have a birthday growing up and we would be at McDonald's and everyone's playing together and the parents are all hanging out. Now it's not like that at all.
No.
It's rare to see a McDonald's with a playground or play set inside of it, and it's all the self-order stuff. You walk in there, there's no one behind the desk at all.
It's like modern sterile, very like blocky textures and like just, I don't know, futuristic almost.
Kind of like Chipotle kind of has that look.
Yeah.
Like very modern, but it's still, you go to the order, they're making your food. It's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to gamble and see if it works. You have to offer something different in a market that's always changing. Yep. And I think we're trending on towards more like experiences and like that kind of stuff, especially with the advent of social media and AI and all this stuff. It's like, I think eventually people are going to just want a spot where they can feel like, hey, he knows me by name,
It's rare.
They recognize me and they give me days. It's super rare. Yeah. I've been to very few places where it's like that.
Yeah, and especially in a city this big.
Yeah.
Like, it's a city of 2 million people. Like, there's 1,000 restaurants that people are going to.
That's true.
Restaurants or stores or whatever. So, like, where I live now out in West Jeff, there's like, I don't know, 45 people live out there.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point.
It's like out there, it's a different culture.
Yeah.
You know, you go to the gas station, you go to the bar, you go to anywhere. Even you go to the McDonald's and they know you.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the McDonald's in West Jeff that much, but the gas station for sure. And you know, you start going to like places in a real small, it's not even a town, it's a village. Like a village like that where you still kind of get that customer service, like personal interaction.
Yeah.
Where you know everybody. But in a city this big that's continuing to grow and grow, and the city is like all transplants, people coming to the city for work or whatever else. I think it's harder to grow that here because I don't know if it's just bigger, fast pace or what it is.
Maybe, but like I feel like Columbus is still like a small city at heart.
Yeah.
Culturally. Like that's what they want to do. Even if it is a huge
I mean, you can see just
metropolis.
talking to our customers, it's like they love it.
Yeah.
And we have customers continuously coming back that are, you know, like, I love this place. I love the vibe. It's like they know all of our employees. They know the kitchen staff.
Yeah.
You know,
even out of towners too. They're usually often surprised about the service and stuff. So
we're like a regular old American burger joint.
that's what we're trying to do.
Something.
Support the community.
Yeah. Things coming.
Yeah. We'll see.
We don't know what yet, but things are coming.
Yeah. It's a good episode.
Yeah. 37 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You want to cheers it out with our empty glasses?
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Smash you later.
Later, taters.